So long-term orientation means that the culture aims at success and reward in the long run by continuing even if things fail, and by saving money or saving your goods. So long-term orientation means that you try to reach something 10 years from now, or 20 years from now, or 50 years from now. And this means that you value tradition and social obligations, and to avoid losing face, because you have to continue with it. Businesses in this type of culture value a profit in 10 years much higher than a quick profit next week. Right? So this is one type of cultures. And then East Asian cultures are high on long-term orientation. Western cultures often are very low on it. I just said that yesterday. In my country, people don't care about next week, they care about tonight. What shall I eat tonight? And if I have to work next week, we will find out, right? Long-term orientation makes people to be employed by the same company all their life. And sometimes you find people who stay in the same company where their parents were working, right? And in Western companies, especially in the US, but also in Europe nowadays, companies expect their employees to move after a couple of years. So if you are working at IBM in the US, they expect you to stay there for 1 or 2 years, and then they tell you maybe you should look for another job. Right? So what about China? According to the book, China is a long-term oriented culture.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so be aware. Geographic cultures, well, I think it's good to consider location. This is Geert Hofstede, the person who developed the cultural dimensions. A Chinese student told him, Western society honors its heroes. Asians honor their saints. And I would like you to explain this to me, because you are Chinese, and most of you. Who can explain this? Well, let me give my translation then. Heroes in Western society are people who did something very special. So somebody who was a winner in the Olympic Games for something, that's a hero. He did something special. A saint is somebody who has been living and then died, and then maybe 100 years after the person died, they say this was a good person, this is a saint. So a saint becomes a saint in the long run. Actually, some people are considered saints 100 or 200 years after they died. A hero is a hero today, because today he won the game at the Olympics. 4 years next, there will be somebody else who is the hero. Yeah? Now, I think these Chinese students really understood about the long time or short term dimension very well. Okay, so you can go to the website of the Hofstede Group, www.geerthofstede.nl, or you can find about cultures, and you can find lots of questions about language differences. I will just leave it on the website, and you can go there. There's actually a little bit more. Understand a country's culture, or use a cultural survival kit. By the way, this one is specific for Europe only. So for most of you, would only be relevant if you have to consider, well, dealing your business or your services with the European. And you can compare your home culture with another country by this one, and I showed it yesterday, and well, you can go there. So this is just examples of where you can find more information. All of this is public domain. If you want to write it down, I will stop, otherwise it will be on the it is on the website already. My PowerPoints are already on the website. Okay? Good. So, homework. That's the final one.